Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On play action, it's Bridgewater. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On 2nd and inches, Bridgewater. Green brings it in. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Throwing is Bridgewater. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 35.
First down, Cincinnati.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Bridgewater. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 50-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Then his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Bridgewater. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already on their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Third and long for Bridgewater. Looking long for Westbrook. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Bernard. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The first carry for Josh Adams. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Josh Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, it's Coleman. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. Jackson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. 39 yards there, a big one. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Who that?
Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line. Here we go. Henry. Cut. That's a twist.
Here's Coleman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal back to the 8-yard line now. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce
Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. The Bengals drive about to get going. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Finding Green complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now from the 50. He's got Green. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free, no first down.
Bullock's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Here we go. Zip it. Mike 50. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I'm coming after you. I'm cutting up.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll begin here with Adams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Over 30 yards there. And 1st downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
That's trash.
To throw is Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Handoff, Coleman, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ready? Pittsburgh. Here we go. D, get off the field.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I got him. Trump. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. He's got the first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. 16 yards, a first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. Complete to Chris Moore.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Set, ready. 60 out low. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
Now Jackson from the gun. He'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
Looking long for Went into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, They need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now a give, right side, Bernard. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's third down. They'll run again with Bernard. He'll have a first down past the 40. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard with touchdown number 6. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. On the counter, here's Coleman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On second down now, Bernard. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. On first down, this is Adams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now the Bengals on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Bridgewater. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 48. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Bridgewater to throw it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Shifts by him, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run here with Bernard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here's Sam Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's taken on the 25.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Let's go! Not a wolf. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
And they take a knee.
Bridgewater on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.